What's up, everybody? Nathan with Rocket Donkey Garage and Outdoors. Yes, I have added on outdoors to the title of the channel because I felt like just garage did not quite capture, I guess, the direction I want to go with my channel. It's mainly gonna be automotive stuff, but I want it to be kind of outdoors focused as well. So, like, fishing, going on camping trips, stuff like that. That's kind of my idea, anyways. Got a little bit different video from the past videos. Today, I've got a camping trip coming up, and I'm going to see if I can get my old white gas Coleman lantern going. I got this lantern for free. I've fired it up once, but it wasn't burning real good, and then it was leaking around this packing stem, or the packing around the stem was allowing it to leak and not pumping up. So I got a new leather cup for it, which I've got soaking in neat's foot oil right now, and also the gas cap, or the fuel cap, is missing rubber, so I ordered a little pack of rubbers. I got a new generator tube for it that goes on the inside. Got the new stem packing. It's you can't use, just from my understanding, I don't know just a ton about this stuff. I'm kind of getting into restoring older Coleman stuff, but my understanding is you can't just use any packing. You have to use a graphite packing, and I would kind of try and show you all the numbers on this, but you can't really see it real good. I got everything from Amazon because there's a really good source for old Coleman parts, but it was kind of short notice, and I wasn't gonna be able to get everything that I needed, or that I think that I needed to get this old thing burning right. So I just ordered off Amazon because they were going to be able to get it to me quicker. In the future, I will purchase from it's called Old Coleman Parts, is where it's called, if anybody wants to look it up. In the future, for anything I'm going to need from Old Coleman stuff, I will order from there, but this time just to get it here in time so I can try and get this lantern ready for my camping trip, I just ordered it off Amazon. So anyways, we're going to get into it. I'm going to start by replacing the packing, and then probably the generator tube. We'll kind of clean up, wash the glass a little bit, and then I'm gonna let the leather soak in a neat's foot oil for a little bit. We'll put the new rubber in the cap, and then rebuilding my little pump will probably be the last thing that I do. So anyways, I'll grab my tools and get the stem pulled out, and I'll show y'all kind of what I'm dealing with on this. I thought, because whenever I first kind of tried to fire it up and it was leaking, I thought it was just because the stem needed to be tightened, so I tried tightening it. Didn't work, so I ended up pulling it all the way out and discovered that the packing was just gone. There's like one little ring left of the packing. So not 100% of the I'm not 100% sure what the procedure is as far as like putting a new packing on, and tightening and stuff. So we're just gonna kind of wing it and go from there. So get all this loose, pulled out, and yeah. So the packing is supposed to go in here. Actually, I'm sorry, it's supposed to go right here. The packing is supposed to go right here. And as y'all can see, this is all that's left of the old packing. It is supposed to look like that. So, gonna see what I need to do to get all this apart and get that packing replaced. So let me grab my screwdriver. I think, to me, it looks like all I should have to do is pull the knob off maybe. So let's pull this screw out and we will try that and see. Yep. Okay, so the knob comes off. Slide the packing nut off. Slide that off. And there is a flat and a round spot on this, I guess it's kind of a bearing or something. If I can get my camera to focus on it. Just wanting to focus on everything but what I want to try and show y'all. But there's a round spot on it right here and a flat spot. The round spot was facing the packing, so I'm sure that probably matters. So we'll slide the what's left of the old packing off. And as I said before, it's graphite. So you my understanding is you have to get a new graphite packing for it, otherwise it won't work. So let me get the new one that I ordered out of the packaging, and then we'll just kind of reassemble in reverse order. A little snug, but hopefully that does not make a difference. Okay. We'll slide this back on. We'll slide the packing nut back on. And then we will slide that back on, and we'll put this all back together. Oops. Don't do that. Okay, luckily it did not break the packing any, so okay, we will try and get that a little more snug. There we go. And then that is ready to go back in. Like I said, I don't know how tight I'm really supposed to make it, so probably I'm just going to snug it a little bit at a time once I get to where I'm ready to pump it up. A little bit at a time until it quits leaking. So right there is just about finger tight. It's a little stiff, so that might be too much. I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll figure that out. So I'm gonna leave it right about there. Let's get this top off. Pull all this loose. Get my globe out very carefully, because my understanding is these amber globes for these 220Js, really any of these, I believe what they call big bodied lanterns, are kind of rare, so I want to be very careful with this globe. Okay. Now on to the generator tube. The probably doesn't need it, but I went ahead and bought one anyways. I figure I'm basically rebuilding this lantern, so why not? So, generator tube that I got fits anything from a 220. My camera is not wanting to focus. Fit a 220, 228, and 275. That's what it looks like. So you will start on these on the generator. You will start by loosening the jam nut. If I can get my crescent positioned in such a way that I can get on it. Okay. And then And so the other thing that you'll want to do is this lever right here on the back. You want to lift it up. That is for the cleaning rod. And you want that lifted up so that way whenever you take all this loose, I'm 100% messing up the mantles, but that's alright, I've got extras. But anyways, so the reason why you want the cleaning rod lever pushed up is so that is up where you can get to it. So I've got the old jam nut off the old generator. Going to put it on the new one. And then we will slide all this together. Try not to mess anything up. I'm 100% messing the mantles up, but as I said, it's alright. I've got some new ones to put on here. So we're going to try my little channel locks instead of the crescent this time to tighten the jam nut up. Okay, jam nut is tight. I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to go clean all this dirt out. I'm going to clean the globe up a little bit. And then by the time I'm done with that, or whenever I'm done with that, we'll get a new rubber put in the fuel cap, and we will get to working on rebuilding the pump plunger. So let me pause, and I'll be back whenever I get everything kind of cleaned up. Alrighty, everybody. Back. As y'all can see, got the globe nice and clean. Got the lantern nice and cleaned up. Got all the dirt off of it. I mean, it's not spotless, but it's good enough. Off camera, I went ahead and I put one of the new little gaskets in. I don't think those are quite the right ones. But as long as they seal, they'll work. And if not, I've got an extra cap off of a stove that I'm not going to be using this trip, probably. Only difference is it's a red cap, but it already works on here because I've already tested it. But, I mean, so got everything kind of cleaned up. So I guess the next thing is going to be to work on the pump. Let me kind of everything flip around a little bit. But to work on the pressure, the thumb pump, or whatever you want to call it. So on these older Colemans, what you do is you grab this little wire keeper, and it might actually be easier to do it with my screwdriver. But you will just you'll pry the wire out of the hole. I can get my hands to cooperate with me. Arms in the way. And it's not one. There we go. But you want to pry the little wire keeper out of the hole, out of the one side, and then you can just pull the whole thing out. Now this pump, I'm replacing the leather because I just don't know how old it is. You know, I don't know if it's ever been worked on, replaced, anything like that. So I'm just gonna start with a new one. Plus, I mean, I've soaked it in oil and everything, and I just cannot seem to get it to air up. And actually, I'm not entirely sure if this one is leather or if it's neoprene. If it's neoprene, then it's already been replaced once. But yeah, that's what we got. That's what we're working with. I've got the new parts, the little push nut, and then the little backer. I don't know if I'll use the plastic. I might use the metal because to me that just seems more reliable. We'll see. So we're going to work on getting all this apart. Good thing about the kit is it comes with the new little push nut, because from what I understand, that little push nut, you really can't save it. So let's see what we can get done with it. I have to have a smaller screwdriver than that. Let me pause, grab my other screwdriver, and I will be right back. Okay, I got my other screwdriver. Let's try it and see. Pretty much easy. Oh! Kind of knocked y'all off. But pretty much easy as that. And actually, if I had to, I could reuse that push nut. I'll keep it as a spare. So that's all apart. That's loose. And that metal does not actually come off. Dropping parts over here. So I don't know that I need to put that on there. Maybe. Let me look at the back of the packaging and see what it says. Oh, okay. It's just like a size adapter, basically. If looks like if this is smaller. So yeah, I bet that's all that is. I may not need it. So let's get this leather. It's been soaking a while and this needs footle. Let's get this out. Get a little of the excess off of it. It is nice and soft now too. So let's see how it fits on here. Yeah, so it's got a little play, so we'll put this plastic piece on. Actually, no, I can't, because then that push nut has nothing to retain on. So, well, we'll just try it and we will see what happens. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So we'll put it all together and go from there. Okay, that is put together. So let's slide this back in. Not just exactly the easiest, because this new leather is a little bit bigger, but that's all right. We'll get it put in there. Maybe. Okay. New leather's in. We will reassemble this. Put the wire back. There I go, knocking y'all off again. I really need a better setup for when I'm working on at a bench like this. Okay, that is reassembled. So let's see how it feels. Oh yeah. Yep, that is a lot better. Pump it up just a little bit. It's starting to get hard now. That is a good sign. Means it is building up pressure. Okay. We'll test here in just a second. Let's get the, I had to take the old mantle off, so let's get the mantles put back on. Trim the strings off. Then we'll burn the mantles off, and then we will see if we can get her to fire up. Okay, the cap is still leaking a little bit, but that's all right. My packing has got a slight drip on it, but that's all right. I kind of expected it. I knew I was going to have to adjust it a little bit. So let's see what we need to do to try and start her up. Okay, let's see, I can't remember. Okay, so on these, you turn the cleaning lever down. Okay. If I can keep from messing these mantles up. Well, it is burning much, much better than it was the other day when I first fired it up. I'm gonna let it burn a little bit and see if it'll improve any. We'll go from there. So I'm gonna pause a little bit and let it burn, and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, guys, there she is. Got her nice and burning good. I think that's burning about as bright as it was. I figured out what the deal was my packing nut. I had it a little bit too tight, so I wasn't able to actually open up the fuel all the way. So, but she's burning good now. Pretty happy with it. That's gonna be it's gonna be quite the nice addition to my camping kit. Eventually, I'd like to try and find me a new Coleman sticker for the front right there, and clean her up a little bit even more, and maybe repaint, get her looking brand new. I am going to eventually build a storage box for it. Anyways, I'm gonna build me a little storage box for it eventually. That way I have something to put it in and keep it safe. But anyways, I think that's gonna be it for this video. So if y'all enjoyed it, you know, obviously like, comment, subscribe. And I am thinking about, because with my trip coming up this week, I'm thinking about recording, you know, do a little bit of recording while I'm driving up there and while we're up there in the mountains, because I'm going to Colorado, going trout fishing. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of fly fishing, first time. So I may record me failing miserably at that. But we'll see. So if I do decide to record, keep an eye out for that video, and I'll have it out maybe sometime in the next couple of weeks, and then it'll be back to working on the Bronco. I know I haven't put anything up in a couple of months now. It's just the weather down here in Texas has been just absolutely nuts. When it's not been raining, it's been extremely hot, which the heat is not abnormal, but the rain, as much rain as we've got this year, has been. And then the first of the summer was very abnormal for down here. Like upper 80s, lower 90s, which is by no means normal for this part of Texas, or this part of the world, really. So I haven't done anything on the Bronco just because I don't like the heat. I haven't wanted to be out in the heat, and I don't have anywhere outside of, I don't have anywhere to work on it that's at least in the shade. It's going to be right in the hot blazing sun. So I'm just kind of, for the summer, it's just kind of been put on the back burner a little bit. That's why I haven't posted anything in a while. But I plan on trying to get some stuff posted after the trip. I'm going to work on the interior of the Bronco. I'm going to get some sound deadening material. I'm going to get my spray dye for all the interior pieces that I'm going to recolor. And it's going to be a whole good deal, whole thing. Window sills for the driver's side window. Repairing some rust on the tailgate that I have for it so I can actually get it put on and have my rear window working. Some stuff like that. So it's going to mainly be stuff for the interior. It's going to be a good deal. It's going to be fun videos. It's going to be a lot of progress made in those videos, I think. But anyways, so like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Keep an eye out for my next video. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a little recording while I'm up in Colorado. So keep an eye out for that. So like I said, anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch y'all on the next one.